guys? Alright. So, due to your donations and super chats and cameos, and watching my lives and videos, I won't be too far off from being okay to move back to Canada to bees by Halloween. I am still hoping to raise a bit more folded hands, so if you would like to contribute, that would be a great help. Thanks everyone for all the help already. For those who requested cameos, I will have them done soon, thank you.
Morning. One more day. Your lunch break? What'd you have for lunch? One more day, one more egg. I don't want them to. I'm too embarrassed. Plus, I can't open the friggin' gate. What's he gonna do? Hoist it? With like a hobo stick? A skeletal chantal. No, somehow he probably knew that I'd find ways. Well, I have the gross snacks left. I ate all the good ones, so I just left the ones that I don't like. I have 2 Fanner pies. I'm too embarrassed. Like, his cousin is busy working and stuff. He's gonna go to a kebab shop and... I don't know. I can't figure out the gate. It's like weird. I do not consent to this weight loss. I can't show you. I'm not allowed to film the gate. No, he won't extend it. I mean, not on purpose. I just had like 3 cups of tea, some olives, some bread, a couple eggs. Later, I'm gonna make rice and just like some tomato sauce or something. And you know what? I have a lot more food than a lot of people who are starving right now, and I can't complain. No, I'm done. Every day it gets easier, actually. Why? Because like, I'm just really turned off. Like, I don't have hard feelings, but I'm turned off. And when I'm turned off, that's it for you. I'm turned off by the whole family, like, shaming him for not having children and a traditional life. So you know what? Get what you want. Have fun. Have a nice life. Me? I'm gonna go bees. But I still care about him, obviously, and I'm gonna make sure that, you know, Julia's taken care of. And I understand it's their culture, so I'm not angry. But I'm just like, this is not for me, because that's not who I am. I can't change who I am fundamentally, and, you know, I've been really trying hard. And I'm just tired of it. I want to be myself, and I don't want to feel guilty for it. I have expectations of him coming home to feed me. That's why. I'm like a cat after someone's been on holiday for a few days. I'm tired of eggs. I don't even like eggs. I'm going to get cats, 2 cats, but not until I'm fully settled and I know that I'm staying put. Like, I'm not going to be... If I travel, it would be by, like, maybe on a vacation by my... Like, maybe, you know, who knows, with Pete's or something someday. I'd like to go to Scotland or something, but I'm not going to be, like, making a life out of travel. I want to set up a nice, comfy home, bees pad, you know, and then I want to make sure I'm stable. So it wouldn't probably be for, you know, months to a year maybe, but I cannot live, you know... A Sphinx cat, they're a lot of work. Yeah, the vet is going to be super expensive. That's why I got to be really settled and make sure I'm, you know, yes, financially well. I'm not going to get a cat for a long time. Who knows if we'll be living together? I don't know yet. I don't think there's a problem with asking for help. And if people don't want to help, they don't have to. Like, I would never expect people with no money to help. But I don't understand people getting mad at, like, hey, Luca, I was watching Dean Withers. He's like a political... I'm not saying I agree with his political stance, but I watch people on both sides. I've been watching political debates. Every few minutes he would pause and be like, if you want to support me, here's my Cash App and my Venmo. And it's like, he's probably filthy rich. He has 20K people watching him all the time. And, you know, people flood his... Oh, really? He's on TikTok, Dean Withers. You would hate him, YouTube lover. He's a far leftist. If people don't want to give it, they don't have to. You know? Pete would love Dean. Do you know who Dean is? He would love him, yeah. The problem is, I'm not bipartisan because I kind of agree. Like, there's some policies on both sides I agree with. You know, this is abusive. What's abusive? Before I get any cats, of course, I will have to be able to afford them myself. Right, time spoken. And, you know, if you're putting out content, you're putting yourself out there for people, you know. No, I'm not bi, no. I'm asexual. I'm celibate after I, you know, get divorced. When is Salah coming home? Inshallah, tomorrow at some point, but probably late because it's a long drive away. I hope he does. Like, I'm going to be so stressed out because he's like, oh, we almost fell into a valley on the way. I was like, oh, that's really nice. And then I freaked out. I'm like, why would you go? It's dangerous. Will you please to see him or still angry? I'm not angry. No, I'm not angry. Tell Salah to bring... I did already. I'm like, can you bring me food when on your way home? He's like, sure. They hadn't left for the trip yet. We were just at his family's house. I just, you know, I wasn't mentally well. So at like 3:30 a.m., I had him drive me home, which was only about 15 minutes away, Zoe. No, yeah, no, I'm leaving Julia here. Unfortunately for me, but I think it's the best thing for her. She'll be okay with Salah. If for some reason someday he can't date her, I'll have to find a way to bring her. I don't know, but right now I just can't do it. And it's really risky for her, so... It's not... The journey is so crazy from here to Canada. It's very long, and it's the long layovers. I'm a robot. I am so annoyed with the internet. Is Salah angry you plan on living with Pete? I don't know, Hydrangea. I need to find a doctor. I warned him that I'm probably going to do that. And, he's not the happiest, but what can I do? He seems to be okay. I mean, It doesn't really matter exactly if we're separating, you know? Yeah, I do worry about his feelings, obviously. I don't stay in contact with BB, like, never. Oh, not the long buffer. How am I supposed to do live streams like this? Salah seems to think I'm going to be single forever by our conversations, but she'll be happy with the big house, yeah. Hey, Rista. I'm not even thinking of dudes at all. I don't care about them. I don't want to like worry about, you know. No, I know Pete's is destitute, so it would be to help him out. I mean, if I'm going to get a 2-bedroom anyways. Because honestly, a 1-bedroom is not much less than a 2-bedroom. You may as well get an extra bedroom. It's a bigger place. I don't want to be like depressed in my own place. I need somewhere that's good for my mental health, you know? Yeah, I can put him to work at home. No. He might be able to make a bit more money on YouTube with a kitchen. He's not too upset. He's not like super happy, but he can't say anything. He realizes this. He can't say anything if we're not going to be together. No, I'm not leaving today. Because he can do cooking videos, Nubby. Cooking streams. Does Pete still have his alter ego? I have no idea, Monica. I don't know what's up with that. If he's still transitioning. Does Pete still have a jacuzzi? No, we're going to have like chores lists. I've been so excited for Villa 2.0. I know! Villa 2.0! Housekeeping once a week. I need a routine. I need to clean myself. It's healthy. How am I feeling of all this change? I'm feeling okay for now, but we'll see. It is having to buy everything from scratch. I'm tired of like, you know. Yeah, I'm glad I'm going back to, like, I can't live here forever, you know. I'm just not a housewife. No way, cesspool. I'm taking care of my place. It's going to be my pride and joy. I'm going to keep it maintained. Listen, my job is YouTube. I don't have a strict routine. I have to make one. And we're both going to keep, like, if Pete lives with me or not, if I'm, you know, whether I'm alone or not, I'm going to be keeping it clean. I like doing that. I've been getting up. Honestly, I know, and I don't mean this offense to anyone with kids, because I really admire, we need good mothers to take care of us, to take care of children. That's a must in life. But for me personally, it would probably be one of the biggest hell on earth to have children. So that I'm okay. But being in a relationship with someone who does, maybe eventually, or had that pressure, I'm going to feel so free from being away from that insecurity. Like, I can just be myself, man. Nashi's our rest. You said you would use the threat of going back to Canada in your last life, Salah. Are you doing the same now because he's spending too much time with his family and not you? Just asking. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. No, this time it's, the threat is real. And it made me realize, every threat I realized made about going back to Canada was made out of deep-seated truth, feelings. And that will be less pressure on him, too, because for me to be able to stay here, it's a lot of pressure on him to keep me comfortable, blah, 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 you know, and if I can't be happy, then I threaten to go back. And I do have, like, I have to go back, you know? I can't do it anymore. I used to make threats like that, too, in Kuwait. Same thing. Me too, I can't. And he did try his best, yes. And I just feel like I'm not good for him in a lot of ways. Just like we're not good for each other, you know? I would be really sad if he made threats like that with me. Same thing, like I'm gonna go home, blah, 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 every time we would fight. I know, and I feel bad because that probably did wear on his mental health as well, so. I think it's gonna be really good that, you know, no, Elvira, I don't want any children in my life. Other than a brief visit, that's it. I can't. I don't mind visiting kids and stuff like that, but after that, I like to go home to no kids. It's just not for me. We still have a few hours to clean the curtains. I'm gonna leave that for his next wife someday. Yeah, we're gonna go to Damascus. I'm still gonna enjoy my time here. Yeah, strangers. I care about him. I still have love for him. Obviously, I still love for him, you know. Oh, yeah. Whenever he first left, I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm alone. And about for 2 days, you know, not full 2 days, but I was like, I just swallowed. You know what? I'm lonely. I made myself busy. I just made myself busy, and I realized I can do this. I can be alone. It's not, hey, strawberries, don't stay in a situation that's not good for you just because you're lonely. That's what I have to learn. He's not manipulating me. I'm still very attracted to him. Like, I can't believe how handsome he is. Like, I just can't believe it. He's so handsome. I'm taking care of my place. I'm actually very ashamed of myself for how I took care of the villa. But some of it, honestly, a lot of it was my mental health was really bad. A lot of it was being lazy. A lot of it was being very depressed sometimes. A lot of it was being like a lazy brat. I don't want to be like that anymore. You know, I'm not going to go back to that, hopefully. Do you know what I called Julia one time? And I'm like, oh no, that's not a good thing. Never mind. I'm not going to buy so much off Amazon, yeah. Yeah, I'll have him help out, Zoe. It's not hard to get divorced. Salah takes care of it. I don't even have to be here. No wheelchairs? I'm probably going to do some wheelchairs. I just won't eat the whole thing. I'm going to try to pace it every night. Yes, YouTube lover. That's the thing. I'm very attracted to, you know, yes, Arab men and stuff. But no, I'm not even thinking about that, honestly, YouTube lover. Alimony? No, I'm not sending anyone any money. When he left Kuwait, since he was a partner in his business, he was given a good chunk of money to depart with, and they still owe him money. So, but he still has some involvement with it. Like, we just got a whole shipment of perfumes. But he also inherited some farmland. So he, with like olive trees and stuff. So, and he's inherited some other things. So without going too much into personal with it, but he'll be fine. You only need about 200, 300 a month to live here. You don't need hardly any money. He has a car paid for, he bought. He has a house, he doesn't have any bills at all. So he'll be all right. I'm the one I need to worry about. Like, it's already, you can get a cut of that money. He doesn't have much money, guys. It's not like he's rich or anything. But that's why he has to still invest some of the money to get that land going and stuff. So he'll be tied up. He'll take care of himself, and I'll take care of myself. Dishwasher will be knocking on your door. Who's dishwasher? Oh, swordfish? No, you guys, swordfish. Listen, I don't want to talk about. I honestly, I don't care what people think of me. I have bad trauma from that whole era, and like, I'm okay, but I don't. Anytime I've gone to Canada, this whole 3 years, I've never received a message from it, and I've never messaged it. So it's like complete dunzo. No, I said you have to pick a wife that loves Julia. He's like, I'm not even going to remarry or have kids. And if it happens, it will be like 4 years from now. I'm like, you're not going to, who's going to clean your house? He's like, I'll clean it once a month. I was like, once a month? He lived by himself in Kuwait. Whenever he'll order food every day. Or he'll spend a lot of time at his family's and they cook a lot and he'll just bring food. I don't know. He'll manage. When he was living in The Bachelor, if he remarries right away, it's not my business. And I honestly don't really care. I won't have a car for a while, but I'll just have to order, Walmart groceries or something. I would rather him be happy and have a new family than be here all by himself alone and miserable just to consider my feelings. No way. Yeah, his family's pressuring him. Maybe they already have a woman lined up. Can someone ask Adam Barta to make me a new intro? I promise I won't crash out. You can get your hair cut and styled nice. No, a mullet wig. I don't want to deal with, no. I want to be alone and just focus on beezing and my new place and set up my life and my health. Get a doctor. Anyway, don't worry about me with food. I ate a big June bug. I'm just joking. I'm just going to do my dishes quick. Can you hear me? So my day will consist basically making sure the house is clean. Cooking later. I'm going to make rice. Why would he prefer to live in Kuwait over somewhere where he has land, a house, no bills, family, a car, like more family? Like, why Kuwait when you could never have permanent residency there, ever. You could work your whole life there and never get permanent. Syria it doesn't matter if it's war torn. The people are lovely, he has everything he had in Kuwait, a car, AC. So the electric is different and goes out like if you don't have solar, but we have solar. Mashallah, He doesn't look at it that way. He didn't love living there, trust me. They were always changing the rules on residency, so forget it. But Kuwait is I love my time there. It's just that it's just not the place for me, Just like this is not the place for me. No, he didn't have his entire life there. He was miserable. You guys don't even know. Like, met you. I hope we can, travel and do content together. But now he doesn't want that since he's been here. He wants something else. So, people change in life, He had a few family members there. He had maybe 4 or 5 family members there. He has probably 30, 40 here. He didn't think he would be happier here, but he is. If he wants to go back, he just has to reapply for a residency either through a business or through a job, and he doesn't want to. He has a big resume from working there. He had manager positions. You guys don't know everything about him. And it's not really anyone's business, to be quite honest, so I don't know why people feel entitled to that information. So whatever. People will be curious online, I guess. But I don't mind saying those things because I'm proud of him. As a person, I'm proud of him. They don't want to believe that because they don't know what it's like to live here. You only know what you see on the news. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my time while I'm here, I like Syria more than Kuwait for a lot of reasons. I'm seeing more people, I'm having more fun in a lot of ways. But I did also enjoy my time in Kuwait. But what I mostly liked about Kuwait was the constant AC and the food, the junk food, because it was just too hot in the summer. And people are coming back to Syria. It's still got a lot of rebuilding to do, but you don't need riches to be happy. You just need, they believe that you just need family and love. That's their riches here. Yeah, I do like being here more than Kuwait because I've been welcomed regardless of who I am. I have a lot of family who love me here. We've done a lot more. The Syrian people are just so nice. I haven't met a lot of Kuwaitis, but the Kuwaitis I have met are very nice people. I'm not dissing Kuwait, but if I had to choose being in this home Because I barely left the apartment in Kuwait. Like, what kind of life is that, you know? I miss Hardee's. It would be hard for anyone to understand how a spoiled white woman would want to willingly struggle. But I'm telling you, you adapt, you find ways. Salah worked really hard to make life more comfortable for him too, because he's used to a certain lifestyle. I would fight for my family if it's not the best thing to do. I am fighting for my family by doing the right thing for them. For doing the right thing for them. It's in Julia's best health and interest, happiness-wise, to stay here with her dog. And it's in his best interest to live a life he wants here, a normal life after being on YouTube. He doesn't like that. He doesn't want to be in the public eye. He wants a normal life and eventually a family, and that's fine. I want something different. So that's fighting for my family, making them happy regardless of what, you know? And it was like, you know, selfish of me to be like, well, you're staying an extra day, I don't have food. I mean, I don't have like a gourmet meal, but I have enough. So, whatever, you know? When he's having a good time with his family, you know, I want him to be happy. And I'm happy being alone right now. No, I won't turn my back on him. Even to this day, you know, I would say if BB was really struggling with something in my health, I'd probably do it. But, like, people that you once loved and cared about, like, if you really did, how can you just, like, turn your back and forget them fully, you know? I think people think that breaking up has to be a bad thing. And that's why people have bad breakups and bitter breakups. Because of that mindset. Instead of being mature about it, sometimes people cross our paths and just aren't meant to be in our life long term. That's it. Nothing in this life is permanent. People get divorced, yeah. I married him at a time where that's what I wanted. I thought I wanted at the time. It's okay to change our minds in life, you know, to change in life and to things to not work out. It's better to have loved and lost to never have loved at all. No, I don't know. That's okay. You don't have to know, you know. Someone else's reality you might not understand. That's just the truth. I'm just in the kitchen making my sheesh. Women walk alone here all the time, but they're from here. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't speak Arabic very well. Manic. Are you health shaming? Mental health shaming? I'm just kidding. KJ. Well, I'm down to my last 3 eggs. Nope, no creamer, just a bit of sugar, which people find here to be blasphemous, but I can't handle it without sugar. Just water, the coffee grinds, and sugar. But that's okay. I don't take things literally like a lot of people do sometimes. Surviving Foodie Beauty series. He wouldn't be rich from that. So I have 3 eggs left, and I have 1 day left for Salah to come back with food. And I applied for a place. I'm hoping I get it. I told them that my credit history is not good, but they're like, that's okay. We take other things into consideration. I have rice. No, I applied on my own. I'm on a rice diet. Then you're really screwed. My body could survive like a year without eating probably on its fat. But the problem is I take medication, so no, I'm not applying under Pete's name. My last place was under my name, that 1 bedroom that got doxxed last time I was in Canada. I got that on my own. Really, CM? There's a lot of companies here. There's some landlords that absolutely need good credit. So I get that. But I always just ask very nicely. I say, this is my situation. You know, this is how much I earn. I can't imagine not wearing the hijab, but okay, we won't talk over this. Sorry, hold on. I don't know what I'm going to do when I get home about, you know, if I'm being completely honest, how I feel is I do pray. I say little prayers throughout the day, and I do the prayers, but I sometimes miss some, like I don't do them all. And I believe in God 100%, you know. I don't know if I really think the hijab is in my opinion, I feel like the hijab is cultural in a lot of ways, and the culture in the Middle East is tied into religion a lot. That's how I feel, you know. So I have a lot of internal thinking to do, and honestly, religion is very personal. There's a lot of Muslims who don't wear hijab, but I'm very conflicted with a lot of things. Yeah, I probably won't worry too. I'll be careful, but I'm not going to like, I don't know if I'll restrict myself to just 1 room. I'll just put a sign on my door. I didn't order anything. I'm just conflicted between different beliefs. Your haters are old now. You don't need to show up at my door. I'm not afraid of that. It's just a nuisance, people being annoying, you know. The big house in Montreal? No, that was in Ottawa. It didn't fall through, and I think that was God's intervention. Yeah, that's between me and Allah, and I think my time in the Middle East has brought me closer to God in a lot of ways, and it's showed me another part of the world, another part of how people live. It's introduced me to wonderful people that I'll never forget, including Salah. I want to get my nails done. And for example, where I'm conflicted, you know, I just like, am I really going to go to hell for that? Or, you know, like, there's just like, not hell, but you know what I mean? Like, there's just things that I'm just kind of, I think the hijab is beautiful though. I really think it is, you know. I don't think that people should just use it as, you know, for Muslim. I know, SB, but like people will argue, you know, like Salah never wanted me to have my nails done really because he's, you know, he didn't even really like me. He never wanted me to wear fake eyelashes or perfume going up. So stuff like that. But that's, I feel like that's cultural. He doesn't like the eyelashes at all, no. But no, he like in culture and in the culture, some cultures believe that in Islam you're not supposed to wear Muslim and stuff to like attract attention to yourself. But in the home, it's okay. It's not that restrictive. That's what I'm conflicted about, SB. But if you see a Muslim woman on social media, SB, and she's not wearing a hijab, look at the comments. Where's your hijab, sister? Where's your hijab? Where's your hijab? You know, why do you have your nails done but you're a Muslim? Like, I feel like the Muslim community, there's a big chunk of people who are very, very strict with that based on their belief, you know? And yes, Salah has become more conservative since coming here. That's why I don't like to talk about personally, like religion and stuff, because you get judged a lot, and it's better, you know, to not have those opinions tarnish anything. My husband would get it if he tried. That's the thing, though. I have to be a hijabi in order for Salah to be married to me. And I have to be a certain way. He has to be able to dictate my life, how I dress, how I am. And that's not for me. And I'm not downing that, because that's okay for a lot of cultures. And for me, that's just not, I just can't do that. I've tried. I do like the man to have control. I will, in a way, until it's not okay. But I like him to take care of me and stuff like that. But I have to take care of myself, you know. Would I be interested in being with another Muslim man? I don't think that, I don't think I want to be with anyone. I don't think a true traditional Muslim Arab man would want to be with a woman like me, and I understand why. It's very hard for the family to accept that. You even see that on 90 Day Fiancé. And Salah hid a lot of this from me, his family telling him things. Like, I never knew any of these things because he hid it from me, and there were some family members that, you know, like, didn't really talk to at all because, like, you know, and I always wondered why, and it's because they don't approve. They don't approve of it. Yes, SB, he was more open-minded a while ago, but now, he didn't tell me everything they said. Like, they're not rude, but they just really want him to have a different life. They want him to have a traditional life here. They want him to have lots of children. That's how his culture places a big importance on having children and traditional family values. Mostly the children thing, and some of them I passed, but I don't know. The family here is very accepting. To be honest, those questions were mine in the beginning. As an Arab, I questioned why he wanted to date an older woman who can't have kids. And you know what? I really think people don't believe this, but we fell in love very fast. And I know he loves me still. And we let the love, because a lot of people that we met in Kuwait were like, you're together for love, obviously. Because we're not together for traditional reasons, because I can't have children and I'm older. Yes, I think he was faithful, yes. He's never, you know, other than that thing and, you know, no physical cheating or anything like that. But he's a young, like, even that, I was willing to move on because he's very young. And men in their prime, it's not an excuse, but he comes from a very restrictive background as well. And, you know, we were supposed to not be together after, like, when I moved to Canada and that happened, I was planning on staying there for a long time. He would have been very, very lonely. But no, I don't think he did. He didn't seem interested whatsoever. Like I said, talking online briefly versus, like, in real life, I don't think he would want to actually, you know, for, like, relationships and stuff, like, you know, I don't think he would be with a no hijabi. Really, Kimby? Yeah, I met his father. He's very nice man. He just does the divorcing. I don't have to, like, be there. I don't have to sign anything. No, the man takes care of all that dream. So, I didn't even have to go extend my visa. He just went and takes care of everything. That part I like. I'm going to miss things being so cheap here. Yeah, fathers and brothers also can take care of affairs. The brothers are very, very protective of their sisters. They're basically like second, third fathers. We were at a family gathering, and this girl, she's maybe 19. She made shisha for Salah and I. And I go, do you want some shisha? Because and she's like, she pointed to her brothers like, no, they would never let me smoke. I will be culture shocked a bit going back. That's what I'm saying. People think that, I'm just going to be able, even if I decided not to wear hijab, it's not going to be as easy as just ripping it off. I've been wearing it for 3 years. It's weird to me. I need to get a respiratory function test. I could never do that in public. I could never go, read a piece. You ever smell the back of your earlobe? Well, the place I applied for doesn't look like the villa, but I hope I don't have to install. Oh, yes. If I get this place, I'll have to install a window. AC, darn it. Not in Ottawa, Debbie. Ottawa's too much. There's other parts of Canada that are way cheaper. Ontario, maybe. I'm going to let it be a surprise. Oh, really? I'll have to be in Kuwait? Then we'll have to stay married. Quebec bees. Maybe. It is cheaper there. Gatineau? Gatineau has a Burger King with the nachos. I don't know, Milani. Maybe I'll come get juice one day. Bye! I am going through it. No, it's not okay how he treats me, Strawberries. You're right. And in general, I don't want to stay here with him ever anymore. We're fighting, and it's just like I can't stay. Oh, I can't put up. My mental health is worse because of you. I can't put up with you right now. Oh, really, really. Anyway, I need to like. You think your life will be so much better struggling here with 500 kids and no money? Okay, good luck. F out of here. Well, you know what I mean. I don't know. Maybe he'll have money. I have no idea. I'm sorry, but I feel like I've been thrown away. Like, yes, I want to leave too, but I feel like he's just like too easily like okay with it. I am unmodding him. Like, you want to throw me away and I'm too much for you and all this and that? Well, buddy, you don't get to be in my chat. You don't get to be a mod. You don't get anything from me. So goodbye. And I'm leaving now. I don't know. I just want to get out of here. I'm starting to resent him badly. I've done so much. I've changed so much for him. And he's not even like grateful at all. I'm living my life for myself from now on. I feel like he doesn't want Cloudy doesn't want anything to do with YouTube. I know, I just have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, where am I gonna go? Like, it takes time to get an apartment. Like, oh my God. I really hate my life right now. I can change the date for a fee. I just need to, like, get out of here. So I might go earlier. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to be, like, I know, I really can't stay. I really can't, and I don't want to stay at my mom's either. I'm kind of fighting with, like, everybody right now. Thailand reminds me of when we went together. I know, I'm trying to find a place. I don't know. Oh, I hate the whole process. I hate it. I don't have a big family. Maybe I should just travel in Canada. Like, I don't know. How can you escape if you can't open the gate? I'm gonna climb the wall. I'm gonna climb the wall. I found a ladder. Vietnam. No offense, but I'm tired of culture shock right now. I just want to be familiar, like, with, English people, like, people that speak my language. I don't want to feel, like, culture shock right now. I don't know if he's watching the live. I feel like his family got in his head and he's just so happy to just throw it. Like, he was just too happy to throw everything away, even though we broke up amicably. But it's still, like, some things he said were just hurtful. And I was just like, really? You didn't tell me that 3 effing years ago. Do you think it's, like, fair for somebody normal to be with somebody? He's like, no women here insult their husbands, and when we fight, you insult me. Okay, and I forgave you when you cheated on me, right? So I never did that to you. Anyways, just stuff like that. I don't even want to talk about it. I'm just probably leaving sooner. I have no one to talk to because I'm here by my fucking self because he left me alone again. Oh yeah, payday. I'm leaving. And someone knows me all the time and he can be so. Yeah, I forgive him a lot. Did a lot for him but that's okay. Never mattered. Anyway, I don't want to insult. I just don't want to insult him. I just want to, like, just not talk about him and just, like, figure out what I'm going to do. He's at the sea. But you know what? I don't want to go with your whole family somewhere. Like, what does he not get about that? I don't want to go with 16 people. I wanted to go just me and him. We can never do anything just me and him. And that's a big part of the reason you get with a Western woman and then you let your family complain that you're with a Western. You get with a Western woman and then you let your family complain that you're with a Western woman. What? I don't even know a taxi number. I don't even know. Oh my God. Locked in the compound. Yeah, in a foreign country where men have to say. I can't just go to a neighbor and be like, oh, I have problems with my husband. They're going to think it's weird. Like, Muslim woman is like... Anyway. He says, oh, you don't like my customs. I never said I don't like his culture, but you are basically, like, saying I'm not good enough because of, I just got to get out of here. I need to get out of here. Yeah, I might do that. I might just leave and get a hotel somewhere. I'm tired of Syria. Yeah, right, Katie? Live in a car and get a battery for the CPAP. Go to Doha. I have to check out some things. Yes, Michaela. Yes, he is. Tomorrow he's coming back. I should come first. And then he wonders why I have mental health issues. And then, oh, your mental health is so much worse here. I wonder why. Because you don't choose me. You always make life shit. Like, I don't want to go every day somewhere, and, like, be with 1,000 people. Family is important in his culture all of a sudden when we come here. So he just throws me away or what? Like, anyway, I was leaving anyways. Like, we're, whatever. But those are the reasons. I know, Nicole. I wish I could bring her. I'm so far away. I know, Walter, what? But that's the thing. I have mental health problems. I'm his family. Exactly. I should be first, not cousins you haven't seen in 16 years. Yeah, no, I'm coming back. I am. I have to figure out how to get out of here. Right, teardrop. He's brainwashed. He's brainwashed to the airport, yeah. I didn't go with him because he didn't even ask me. Like he basically just like, oh, we're gonna go. We're gonna go on the trip. I'm like, with who? 16 other people. That's 18 total, including me and him. Would you not freak out? Like, that's so hectic. Anyways, whatever. My life is a disaster as usual. No, it's the same trip. Yeah, of course he invited me. Like, obviously, I was supposed to go, but... And now he's calling me disgusting on text message for talking about this. I have no one to talk to. You left me here by myself. What do you want me to do? You friggin' left me here by myself for days. Oh my god. With no one to talk to after you upset me. You know, whenever you're, like, upset, you just want, like, reassurance and, like... No, he goes around, he visits all his aunts and 1,000 cousins, and they all probably shame him for being with me. And they get in his head. Anyways, guys, I'm just, like, not well. Yeah, he can do whatever he wants, and so can I. And that's what I'm doing now. Now, I regret the 3 years. I regret it. Because now I have to leave Julia. Oh yeah, I don't mind who you are. You're full of shit. Anyways, I can't do this. I really hate men. I hate them. I hate them. I'll never go through this headache ever again. Never. They do, teardrop. No, I do regret it. It was a waste of time, SB. But then I think, I don't want to go back to Canada and just eat ravioli for life. I'm like, I don't even know what I want to do with my life. I'll have to stay in a hotel, I guess. Yeah, he will be mad watching this. Don't really care. Yeah, but I'm not staying till October. That's a long time from now. Fighting all the time and... No. No way. And just a fight triggered it. And then he made me feel like crap. Because he told me, Stella. He told me. That's what made me feel like crap. We are married, yes. We were married in Kuwait. I did a video on it, remember? I don't have anyone to talk to. Yeah, I do have complete control. I don't know how much it's going to cost to change my ticket, actually. I have to check, but the flight was only like $687. So, no, I have no money on me. None. I know, right, SB? To go to Canada. That's exactly how much Wanda donated. Where has Wanda been? What if you divorce while you're still there? No, they won't deport me. No, I don't have any bank accounts here. We have to get someone to go to friggin' Lebanon to get my money. You better get over your fat phobia today, buddy, because... Walk to Beirut. No, he doesn't have access to... He would never take my money, guys. He's not like that. Really, he's not. But, no women here do this. No women here... I'm not from here. I wasn't raised as a Muslim Arab. I'm a Western white woman. Remember, you married a Western white woman? Do you remember that? Like... No, it's not unsafe for Julia. I'm the only white person, period. I've never seen a white person here, ever. No, he's not. He probably won't ever be in the chat again. I can't even pin my PayPal. I didn't go to Syria for fun. I came for him. Just a few more weeks. I'm probably leaving sooner than that. You know. Am I hangry? No, I ate. I'm never, again, going in this position. If you see me going this way, please hit me. 30 hours by foot. I'm not walking anywhere. I can scooter there. I'm losing my mind. He's right. I am mentally ill. I'm just in disbelief. Am I making this a bigger deal? Probably. I'm just venting my feelings online because, well, I have nothing else. I have no one else to turn to. He's just changed so much since coming here. Like, I'm just not important. Bed of Roses is offering to cover my hotel. Okay, if you could send a PayPal, that would be awesome. No, I don't have IKEA. I have no car, no house, no pot to piss in, no bidet. No way, I'm not telling people what hotel I'm staying at, even if they want to pay for it. That's not safe. No, we're never gonna survive unless we're a little crazy. It is tiring, Aurora. I've just been feeling so bad about myself since being here. Like, all the BS. Soulmates. It was all BS. And I don't like BS. I hate BS. The shell keychain was love bombing. Shut up. Anyway, this is I'm not talking about anything about us online. I just want to get out of here. Anyway, it's done. And now I'm just focusing on getting out. But yes, once I'm gone, that's it. No more contact. I'm out. Don't even talk to me. I may not have been invited. Salah did say I wouldn't like it here. You shouldn't come here. But like, why be married then? I came here because I loved him and wanted to be with him. Excuse me, you know. Like, I know it's past 24 hours. I think. Watch your mouth. There could be. I shouldn't have to watch my mouth. That's why I need to get out of here. It's crisscross. I know what I'm doing. I'm fucking 38.